morning and welcome to Gilded Plants. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Olga and I'm so happy you've joined me in this little corner of the internet. Today I'm going to show you my 2026 lineup, and I know that thus far I have not shared this part with you, but you know, better late than never. And you can see all that I'm using right now right here. This is all there is to my setup, and yeah, it has been subject to change throughout the entirety of 2026. This is not what I've started with, and I am also going to continue with everything that you see right now. So there will be changes still coming, but I wanted to do an updated snapshot of what currently is going on in my planning and journaling setup. So before we start, I just want to give a few disclaimers. First of all, you might have noticed that we have better quality now. I have just received everything that I needed for my camera setup. It's the first time I'm filming with this setup, and I'm really excited about this. I was waiting for the extender for my C stand, and it finally arrived today. So fortunately for me, that means that I can now use my camera with a viewfinder, which is really great, to film my content. And I also now have a mic, which is also really great because that improves my sound quality, which has been a pain point of mine when it came to editing, because it has always been a struggle for me to enhance it and to make it sound somewhat, qualitatively high. But anyway, that's now a thing of the past, fortunately. Another thing is that I have my fan on, so in case you're hearing it and I was not able to remove the sound in post-production, it's hot, right? We are in May, or no, it's June, actually. It's the 1st of June, so we're in June now, and it's quite hot in Germany. I just need some wind blowing to my face, otherwise I will melt. And another thing is, I usually cover up this eczema. I think that's how you say it in English, I'm not quite sure, but in German it's eczema, and I was always so self-conscious about it, but you know what? It's whatever. You will see it. It's there. It's part of my body, I guess. So while it's here, you'll be able to see it. So for future videos, I do have all of the tutorials that are part of my file effects tutorial series already pre-filmed. So the quality will be obviously like my old videos, but that's just how it is, I guess. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So we have two piles right here. This big girl, she's my journaling setup, and these two are my planning setup. However, one of these will go, and it's this one that will leave my setup. Basically, I have been in the trenches when it comes to planning and journaling. I had so many changes that were happening throughout 2026, and thus my needs have changed as well. I also had a period where I just didn't enjoy planning and I didn't enjoy journaling. I had this aversion to it in a way. Now that I'm back to it, I feel a bit lost in the sense that there are new chapters coming towards me soon, and I am not sure what will be able to provide the structure that I need. And I'm solely talking about planning because when it comes to journaling, I'm pretty much set. I like the setup a lot. There might be slight changes to it, but all in all, I'm really, really confident in this one. But when it comes to planning, I will most likely, guaranteed, honestly, change things up. So let's start with the journaling. Before we get into this mess, I didn't want to wait until I have finalized everything. It would have firstly taken super long, and secondly, I just feel like it's just part of planning and the nature of journaling that things change, right? So I didn't want to brush over it, the in-between stages of when you are redefining and realigning yourself in your planning. So it will be part of the setup or this video. So let's get into it. I have DIY'd this Louise Carmen inspired cover. I have also embroidered it, as you can see, with the swan. This is not my design. I have found this pattern on Pinterest. I will link them below if I find them. I love it, but the issue is that it's kind of fraying. I don't know if you can see it, and I'm just really scared of it unraveling on me, but I'm also scared of just putting anything on top because there's genuine leather below it. And yeah, so if you have any recommendations, please let me know, because this was such a pain to do. It took me so long. I hope if you have tips that you will share them with me kindly in the comments. I would really highly appreciate it. So I do have a locket in the front. I'm not going to open it because I have just glued them on with these sticky things. Here I have my charms. So this butterfly represents transformation, the cherries represent abundance, the swan represents me and grace as well, and then this heart represents love and relationships. She is a chunky girl. As you can see, I have like 4 elastics in here, so it holds 8 books. The first thing you see here is my grandma. There she is. And I have this rose thingy behind her, which is quite cute. And behind my grandma and this rose is this really old postcard that was in one of the books that I thrifted. It also has like this really cool writing in the back. And then I have some post-its that I can use and this Sudoku book. I've wrapped this in wrapping paper because the cover was really ugly and I didn't like looking at it. And here I have this Travels Company like clip, and here is where I'm at in the Sudoku. Before that I had a different one and I finished it, but it was like so well loved that it broke into 2 parts and it just looks really crusty, honestly. But it's finished, so now I'm using this one. And in the back I have this pen clipped to it here, and I'm using a pencil always because I need to be able to erase things. I make mistakes when I'm doing Sudoku sometimes, so I need it to be non-permanent, and I just feel like more, I guess, relaxed when it comes to me using a pencil. Then here I have my June tarot cards. These are the ones that came out for me, the Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Cups. And then here we have my first notebook, which is like this insert that you get when you buy the No-Term Travelers cover. This is one of them. And this is my 1000 No challenge. I'm gonna have this notebook for quite a while. I have started doing it. I have already written some things in here. And I think this is quite fun. I saw like this one girl on TikTok. She started this, I guess, movement, if you want to call it that. And it was really inspirational for me. This is also embroidered by me, or like cross-stitched by me. The pattern is again from Pinterest. It's not mine, but I really love doing it. It is a pain to do on the leather, I have to say that, but it is really, really relaxing when doing it on like cardboard paper or just like thinner material, because this is 2mm leather. It was really hard to get through, but this was quite fun. It's really meditative, not sure how to pronounce that, but it really helps me calm down, and I love doing it while watching something, so highly recommend. It does take time. At least I'm not quite fast in it, like I'm slow when I do these, but it is fun. I did some mistakes here where I punched too many holes, but that's fine as well. So yeah, it's a simple grid notebook insert. Hope you can see it. It seems quite bright, to be honest, but this is what it looks like. In the back here I have the post-its for each month. The next insert that I have is one that I will have for quite a while, I think. It's an about me insert basically. So everything that is relating to me goes in here. Anything related to food, like fruits and veggies that are best for my diet and stuff like that. I have PMOS, or formerly known as PCOS, and there are certain things that are better for me to eat than others. And I also have like things that I want to research in here, for example. So I have quotes in here, stuff that interests me. So this all goes in here. So it's like a catch-all for anything that is about me, my growth, my health, my education, stuff I find out about myself, things and like, I guess, values and procedures I want to adopt in my life. Anything that is related to that goes into this book, but I feel like it will take a while to fill it out, to be honest. I'm not even halfway through. Like, I really like this this pattern. I love swans a lot, as you can tell. But yeah, and then I have this Louise Carmen portfolio, I think it's called, and this really gorgeous like red leather. It's so pretty. I have not put anything in here yet. It's quite new. I have not really had the chance to use it, but yeah, I love it so much. It's really pretty, and I still have to figure out how I want to set everything up. But this is my current journal. And again, this pattern is from Pinterest, and yeah, it's so pretty. I love it so much. This was also super fun to do because like you had these gaps in between. This is my current journal, as I've said. It is again a moleskin. Oh, I didn't even say that the other one was a moleskin, but yeah, these are the moleskin cahier inserts. You get like a pack of 3, but this is again my journal. I can show you a spread of it. I will blur the text obviously, but this is what my journal looks like. I have these dots that indicate different things. Blue is for reviews, so it can be like a product review, it can be like an experience that I'm reviewing. Then yellow is dreams, green is journaling, and red is trauma related. And I have the dots here in the back. It's quite nice to have these dots to, you know, quickly indicate and scan if this is like safe to show or not. So this is how I'm currently journaling, but I'm going to move into a different book once this one is full, which is this one. This is a Bonichi Techo 2026, the cousin and the VEC version, and this one is the one from July to December. I didn't use the January January to June one, but I really want to move back into this once July starts. I will quickly tell you how I'm going to use it. It's solely for journaling and solely for memory keeping. I don't do any planning in here at all. It's really just journaling, maybe even a bit of commonplacing, but other than that, I don't do anything else in this setup basically. So let's go here. This is just the passage of time basically, where I'm just gonna indicate where we're at in the year. And this part I'm gonna either use for songs or for like media tracking, like what I've watched and stuff like that. Then the monthlies, hold on, let me show you. The monthlies I'm going to use for my family and friends and acquaintances, stuff like that. So information that I need or that I want to remember, rather, like it's not a need, but let's say my parents tell me that they're going on vacation from here to like next month, then I can just highlight it and put it in here, and then I know that they're not home, right? And I can ask about it. If my friend tells me she's going to a concert, I'm going to write it down and then ask her about it, stuff like that. It goes all in here. I also write down when I have seen my family, my friends, just so I can see, how socially active I've been when I need to reach out to someone again, right? Like if I see, okay, I have not seen friend A for like 2-3 weeks, I'll be hitting up again to meet up again, so that's what I'm using it for, just to basically have an overview of my social interactions. This is also where I basically track my pen paling, when I send out a letter, when I got a letter, stuff like that. The wikis I'm going to use as a captain's log or like a daily log, however you want to call it. I'll just write down everything I've done. That's something that I need for myself, just to see what I did in a week. It's, I don't know, essential for me for my understanding of time. I don't know how to explain it, but a daily log is so important for me. If I don't do it on paper, I always do it on my phone. I just need to see where my time has gone, because I have shit memory, like my memory is not good. So all of these things are just helping me not forget in a way. So yeah, and the dailies I'm obviously going to use normally as my journaling space, but what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to be really strict about the dates. So like, let's say I have a lot to say on the 11th of September, right? I might go over onto this page and I don't care about it. I have stickers, that indicate what day it is. I can use them as well. So I don't mind that. I will not restrict myself in terms of space and stuff like that. So this is how I'm going to plan on using it. And the back pages, I don't have any plans for them yet. I might, figure something out and do that. But for now, I'm okay with that. I don't mind that not being used. So yeah, that's how I'm going to plan on using that. And then we have these 2 books and one behind that left. So this one is my Rauhnächte notebook. I don't know if you have been on TikTok towards the end of last year, but there were a lot of videos on the Rauhnächte, and I did the 13 wishes ritual, whatever it's called. And what I'm also doing is I'm using the pages to basically keep track of the wishes that I've made, if there is any progression and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really fun. And then I have my manifestation or vision board, things I want to bring into my life basically visually, and I also write things down for that. Like for example, I have my home section. I have like 4 more sections that I need to write things down for, but I do write words in regards to what I have visually put there. This is what it looks like. I'll just write down how I want to feel in my home, what I want it to look like and stuff like that. And that's just the vision that I have for my life. It doesn't have to happen this year, it can happen anytime, right? But it's just where I want to direct my journey towards. So if this is not happening this year, then that's fine, right? If my home is not going to look like that 100% by the end of 2026, but is progressing in that direction, I'll be totally happy with that, right? So this is just the end goal basically. I really love this one. God, it's so pretty. I also have the relationship area where I'm going to write about my family, my friends. It's my 13th wish, so this is what I'm focusing on this year mainly. And then I have this area where I'm just gonna put down pictures of things that have manifested in my life, that have came true for me. I do have already a few things written down. It's not all of it. There are some extra things that have happened. This is also why I, keep track of my life, because I would not otherwise remember everything to put in here. So that's what I'm doing here. I have this one as well. So I have 2 journaling books in here, right, at this moment, but once I'm done with this insert, with this one, I will move this one right here, and then this one has space again. I know I can do like this trick. I feel like for now it's fine like this. I don't want to be in this book too much because this is my my little book of sorrow. Yep, I have a little book of sorrow, so if there's something that is really, really like putting me down, I do write in here because I want to have it a bit separate. Like if it's like an intense feeling, I want to have it separate from my normal journaling because I don't know how much space I need for that, right? And I also have like these 3 wheels in here. I have the Wheel of Needs. You can find all of them, by the way, on Google. This is where I got mine from. And you have also the Wheel of Emotions. And then you have the Wheel of, I guess, Stress Response, I think. But yeah, I have these 3 in here just to help me navigate my emotions when I need this book. And then I also have tabs that I am actively using, as you can see right here, so I love that. And yeah, that's what I have in here. I'm gonna remove this, put it back. And then lastly, I have this Paper Blanks insert that is the Morris Windrush edition. As you can know, I love William Morris patterns. They are so gorgeous. And I'm using this one for my Unbound book by Kasia Urbaniak, I think. Wait, I'm gonna bring out the book. So here it is. A Woman's Guide to Power Unbound by Kasia Urbaniak. I really love this book. It has been such a game changer for me, honestly, so I can highly recommend this one. It means a lot to me. I have recommended it to everyone I love. It is, I think, a really helpful book to have and to read. But yeah, there are a lot of exercises in here. This one, for example, and I just have like this notebook to do these exercises based on this book. And yeah, that's all there is to my journaling setup. She's quite thick and chunky, but I love her like that. I made this one, I think it was like December, so I've used it for like half a year already. I mean, it's June, right? So I cannot express how much this means to me and the fact that I did it myself. I'm always looking at this with so much love and pride. I don't know, I love it so much. It's such a great cover and I don't think I will ever change out of it. So let's now jump into the planning part of this lineup. I do have currently 2 books, right? And the reason is that I was quite overwhelmed with planning and, keeping up with a ring-bound planner because, you have to put inserts out, put new ones in and stuff like that. And I was so overwhelmed just generally that I didn't keep up with my file effects. So I needed something else that could bridge the gap between, my need for planning and structure, but also my need for things to be simple and concise. I did buy the Spring Start Hobonichi Weeks, and first of all, it's gorgeous. I love it. It's so pretty. And I have also enjoyed using it a lot. I have been loving using it and it has given me what I needed in the meantime, and in the bag I did all of my daily logging and my captain's logging, however you want to call it. But yeah, it has been really, really functional for me and it's still helping me right now while I am bridging the gap between these two because my file effects is quite sad right now. I have removed all of the decoration because I wanted to have a clean slate and decorate it again with other things or maybe even the same things. I don't know yet. I'm really undecisive right now because there's like this new, I guess, like chapter coming for me. It feels like I'm chased, but no, like a new chapter is starting in my life soon and I don't know what my needs are going to be once it starts. So I am indecisive about whether I will stay in a personal size or whether I will move into an A5. So I am still undecided in this regard, which means that I am also a bit hesitant about setting everything up perfectly. I do have things in here to have it function, and I am also mainly planning in this one right now. This one is more so a fallback option for me at this point. But yeah, I don't know. I will continue using the personal even if I move into another size. And the other size that I am basically thinking about is an A5 ring binder. First of all, I have bigger rings in there, like it's 30 millimeters instead of 23 or so. I would be able to fit in more and I would also have more space. And I would also need to have more space because I will have to organize more, right? I will have more areas in my life that need planning and that need structure. Right now, I only had 2 for that. This was enough. But with the third one, which is quite time intensive as well, I feel like I will need more space. So this is quite bare bones. Like I have my file effects starting thing right here. Then I have my my separators that I'm not using at the moment. Here I have some pictures of my grandma, me, my mom, my dad and I and my sister. I'm gonna blur my sister. I don't think she wants to be on the internet. And then I also have my Franklin Covey inserts that I got, which are amazing, by the way. I think I'm gonna zoom you in a bit. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's better. So I have my Franklin Covey inserts as well. So they start off with this overview, and then there's also some future planning pages. I also have for my weekly planning the File FX weekly luxury, I think, edition. I'm not a fan of the QR codes, but whatever. This is what it looks like, and I always write like my to-dos for the week right here, and then just events for the day specific tasks as well, just so I have an overview of things. So yeah, and then I have my daily planning, which looks, hold on, like this. So that's the Franklin Covey daily planning on 2 pages. You have like the task area here, some tracker space here, the appointments, and some daily notes, which I love. And at the end you have like this business expenses overview, and in the front, I'm gonna show you, but I will have to blur it, you have this index page. So this is the back page and this is the index page, and I think it's quite nice. That's all there is right now. After that I have my sticker release sheet, the stickers that I use for my appointment categorization, if that's even a word, and then I have this page lifter, and that's all there is to it, honestly. It's quite bare bones right now, and I'm gonna zoom you out again. So it's not going to stay that way, obviously, but for now this is what I'm working with, and this is what I am utilizing. I am just really happy right now. I know I'm still in the in-between stages, but this is what I need right now to function. It's the bare bones of my setup, and it does do the job. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm glad that I am back in the rings because I've missed her so much. Like, this is my favorite cover ever. I think I've said this like a billion times, but this is the File FX Croc Cherry in the personal size, and it's just the love of my life. I don't think I will ever have a more perfect cover for me. I just wish the rings were bigger. Like, that's not my only complaint. I have 2 complaints, okay? 2. I don't like that the rings are so small, and I don't like the pocket. I wish there was none, like, so so this would be smaller. But other than that, she's perfect. I don't even mind that there are no front pockets. Like, I don't really care about this. I have different ways of creating pockets for myself, so this is not an issue for me. But yeah, I love this. She is just gorgeous, perfect, and my baby, I guess. So yes, guys, that's all there is to it. This is my current setup. These are my planners. Only one of them is actually in function. It has been like this the entire time. So if I was using this, I wasn't using this. And now that I'm using this, I'm not using this. And my journaling is just really perfect. I am happy with this. Obviously, changes are coming. I know that, right? This is not going to stay this way. Like, this, yes. This, no. So yeah, things will be changing. I will update you along the way, obviously. And that's a wrap, my darlings. Just like that, we are at the end of this video. As always, may your spreads be gilded, your tea always warm, and your days filled with the purest form of joy and happiness. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you feel inclined to do so, then hit that notification bell. I think it's there, right? So you'll never miss out on this chaos. Also, do tell me in the comments how your 2026 lineup has progressed up until now. Did you have any changes? I would love to know what your setup is like and how it has supported you through this year so far. And we will see each other in the next video. Bye bye!